Hi. Okay, I kind of have a confession. I am a scatterbrain. If you can't tell already, I am constantly losing my glasses and I can't pack for my life. The last trip I went to was a week long and I only brought 2 pairs of underwear. Don't ask. But as a scatterbrain, I have never been able to find a planner that works for me. Every year, I'd buy a planner, excited for the year and determined to finish it. But this would only last for like a couple weeks. See, most planners don't have that daily timeable that I'm looking for and a place for notes and all the other things that I want in a planner. So when I got this,
but if you are, you should look into bullet journaling.
I knew I had to try it out. It honestly felt like love at first sight. Okay, yeah, maybe I was a little bit more than excited for this planner. Sure, it's gonna come in 3 days, so I can't actually start it till Wednesday, but I decided to take an audit of my current organization. I wanted to gather all the sticky notes that I use during the day. So I set out my ideal schedule for the day. I would wake up at 6 a.m., do my morning routine through 7, and then study for 8 hours, and then work out, and then also work on YouTube, and then go to sleep by 10 p.m. Ambitious, I know, but I was determined to succeed. Alexa, pause. 6 a.m., I'm not gonna lie, I went to bed later than I should have last night. Also, my morning routine, Alexa, didn't work. She played 20 minutes of the podcast and then gave up. But despite Monday's setback, I was not gonna let that ruin my whole day. So I got to my desk, I had my perfect bar, chocolate chip peanut butter, and my black coffee, and I got to work. Yeah, thanks Rihanna. By the way, y'all, this breakfast is amazing if you're trying to lose weight. It takes away my sugar cravings and I'm not hungry for hours. And I'm the kind of girl that eats Nutella from a spoon, so. Okay, I only got to 7 hours today. The last hour I was like really pushing it. I ended up just printing a bunch of stuff. But see, the first day is never going to be the best day. So I knew that Tuesday would just be infinitely better. And it was. Hi, good morning. So today was actually way easier to wake up. This morning I'm eating a bagel because I just need a pick me up. I think I'm gonna get 8 hours today. I'm gonna do it. Trust and believe. Thank you, Shanti. Let's do it, I guess. I got a full 8 hours and I barely filmed because I got my full 8 hours studying. I worked on my YouTube, I did my workouts, and I went to sleep by like 11. How come I get the most done in the last 5 minutes? So I've been drinking more water because I want to take more bathroom breaks. But I mean, I need to because look at these lips, they dry up. We're coming down to the last hour and a half. How do people do this? I don't get it. I just spent my entire break watching this girl type. But then Wednesday happened. It's 7:15, I can't. I don't want to get out of bed. I'm already late. But I still forced myself up at about 8 and made myself some banana pancakes and read a book. But I didn't get any studying done on Wednesday. I was so upset with myself, but I knew this was a time to change my strategy. So I ended up actually getting on my desk and completing my bullet journal. As I mentioned earlier, I had all my sticky notes from the past 2 days and I split it up into 4 categories. Yearly, monthly, weekly, and daily. And I just knew that I had to have those lists into my bullet journal. I started my journal with a quote, "Be grateful for all that you have and not what you don't have." I also made a grid cheat sheet because I knew that I would need it, so it's kind of ugly, but I made it anyway. In the yearly section, I knew that I wanted obviously like a calendar to make sure I knew all the dates, but I saw a lot of bullet journals doing an entire month spread, and I knew that I didn't want that because I never end up using it and it just kind of sits there. So instead of that, I have just a little section for each month to write down important dates, and maybe this will change in the future. Main goal for this bullet journal was to be able to organize my scatterbrain. And my scatterbrain is full of thoughts, and the way I organize that are through lists. So that's what my bullet journal is mostly comprised of. So anytime I think about, oh, I need to go pay that bill, I write it down on this section so I don't do it immediately. Or like if I think about, oh, I need to work, maybe I should go take a bath today, I can write that on my bullet journal and I'll make sure I do it in the week or the month. And then I created a section for daily gratitude. And when I saw this on other videos, I thought it was kind of stupid, but it's actually ended up being really good and nice to write down things that I'm just thankful for the day. And it's going with this theme that I have of gratitude. And then my favorite section, brain dump. So next, I knew that I wanted a section for my ideal week, and I wrote down the schedule that I had done for Monday and Tuesday. Next, you'll see the chores that I wanted to do at home and then the chores that I need to leave the house for. And the reason I separated this was so that once I accumulate enough chores that I need to do outside the house, I'll do them all in one go. And then now for my favorite part, the daily spread. So for me, the biggest thing about planners that you buy at the store was that most of them don't have the time, like the schedule. So I knew I wanted that, but I also wanted a note section and just an area that I got to say how many hours I studied and how many water bottles. Hi, today was unproductive, but I'm taking a different approach tomorrow. So right now I'm actually watching Rowan at Sai's video on how to create the best productivity, and she said to do an energy audit. And I know that at about right after lunch, I get very tired and I do not want to go back to work. So I think I'm going to take some of her advice, go on a walk, all of these things. But the reason I didn't want to study at all was because I was so scared of the 8 hours. Because I remember on Tuesday, it was awful to do the full 8. I just couldn't. It was so difficult, you guys. So I needed to make an adjustment for Thursday. So I wake up early, ready for the day, and I read this book on positive thinking that my mom gave me. And on Thursday, I decided that I was no longer going to force myself to study 8 hours. Instead, I would set goals within the material. For example, I want to finish this chapter, so however long it takes, finish this chapter. I also set a deadline for next Friday for me to finish the entire book so that I can give a presentation to my dad and my brother, which I'm actually really excited about, and I have it all planned. So on Friday, I finally figured out my bullet journal and was using it effectively, and I'm using it not to make myself feel bad for what I didn't do, but give me a list of things that I have to get done, and if I don't, you know what? It's not the end of the world. Honestly, what I love about this bullet journal is that you can change it every month, week, day. It doesn't really matter. It's customizable to whatever organization you need at that time. So if you're really busy and all you really want are just some notes for the day, then that's all you really need to write. Nobody's watching your bullet journal. It works especially well for me because I am able to put down all of my thoughts that I have during the day so that they're not bombarding me. So I can focus on the task I have at hand without worrying about all of the other things that I need to do. I think that creating a system of organization that works for you is extremely difficult. When you're in school, you need to organize your tasks much differently than if you were at work. So that's why if you're like me that has never finished a planner in your life or is just scatterbrained and always thinking about things you need to do, I urge you to at least try this method on a piece of paper. See if it works for you. And you might be surprised at how well this works. So try it out. Let me know how it goes. Thank you for watching this entire video through. I'm very impressed. I think this is going to be a long one, so thanks. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my channel and or follow me on Instagram at ipsychats and leave a comment below. How do you currently organize your life? Thanks again. See y'all next time.